MDRC is a social policy research institute. We're chartered by 6 federal agencies and the Ford Foundation 50 years ago. Actually, this year, 2024, we're celebrating 50 years, so half a century of work. And we work on evidence-based program evaluation, right? We evaluate several long-running programs that take place at several levels of authority, federal, state, local, territorial, tribal, etc. And we evaluate what's working, what's not working, and the potential calibration and change that can be made so that those programs can make a better impact in the life of Americans. AWS has been helping us to secure all the aspects of the workflows that we work with, and also injecting innovation across the board so that we can accelerate what we call the insight generation process, so that we can better inform the policymakers and make the information actionable. Given the requirements, the regulatory needs that the agents that we work with, we understood that was actually very necessary for us to move to the GovCloud. So we started with some initial POCs, proof of concepts, and then from there we started to move into production, scaling up more and more as we go. 100% of our workloads are cloudified at this point in time. We don't have a physical data center anymore. And we still have a small portion of our workload that operate in the commercial cloud, but serving our government customers and other stakeholders, we operate primarily in the GovCloud. When we analyze a program, we have to touch multiple levels of authority, right? Federal, state, local, tribal, territorial, and multiple types of private entities and the third sector as well, a lot of nonprofits that operate in order to make it possible a program to deliver impact to the nation. Because of this diversity of stakeholders, we need to operate with different levels of security, make sure that we have a neutral, fair ground where they all can play together. And AWS proved to be a very important element for the deployment of this cohort. AWS provides via network firewall manager, and all the security elements that it provides in the GovCloud. The biggest impact that we see with the adoption of the cloud is the way how it accelerates the deployment and the calibration of the resource that we need to the specific project that we have at hand, right? In the past, as we all know, it was very hard for us to acquire the proper resource in a timely manner to deliver the impact that is necessary. The cloud and the security and the neutral fair ground that it provides allow us to accelerate the deployment of resource, pick and choose the elements that we need in order to generate the insight, what we call time to insight, became more manageable than before, more predictable than before, and more flexible for us to fulfill the requirements of the different stakeholders involved in the process, right? All of that combined together allow us to better inform policymakers and transform what we call research or raw data into insights that then can have the potential to move the needle and make our nation better in terms of programs and how we deploy capital to support those programs. It's a very close partnership, and there's a lot of collaboration, a lot of experimentation, and in particular lately we have been working with the Innovation Center to make sure that we can bring in generative AI solutions into our projects. We are very excited about the marketplace, the AWS marketplace, and the ability for us to customize our solution in a deployed manner that can engage with government agents so that they can reduce their time to acquisition, right? They were able to fine-tune the AWS service in a manner that better suits our needs, the needs of our stakeholders, and that's very unique. We don't see this kind of collaboration with many of the other vendors that we work with, and we truly appreciate everything that they have done with us in that space. The way how we measure impact is how many lives are touched, right? And how these programs are actually being able to touch a larger number of participants, citizens across the nation, across all 50 states, across all territories, and make sure that those individuals are in a better place than they were before. It's not just about the technical capabilities or the expertise. It's a lot about the approach, the manner in which they actually engage with us that makes a a very powerful change in the organization.